Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. Thank you so much for joining. Today's recipe is very special. Most of us, we make sweets in the month of Rajab and Shaban. So I thought, okay, let's share some really exciting, my mom's special recipes. Very simple, but really delicious. So today guys, I am making instant halwa, and then I will share a very special recipe of my instant naan as well, and I will present it with a twist today. So just stay tuned and join me with these exciting recipes. I hope you will love it. So guys, without further ado, let's start. Half cup of semolina or suji, half cup of sugar. As you can see, my wok already has half cup of ghee in it with 2 green cardamom pods in it. So these three half cup, and then I have taken 2 eggs. Okay, here I have half cup of dry milk, and then I'm gonna mix egg, some water, dry milk and sugar together, and then I'll make a paste. When I will start the processing, you will see what I'm doing. So I'm turning on my flame, and I'll just wait for my ghee to get melted. Then I will put my suji or semolina in it. I will roast it for a few minutes. I'll just wait for the aroma. I think it's ready now. So suji goes in, or semolina goes in, and then I will just start roasting. You can reduce the amount of ghee if you want. Since it's a special occasion food, so you know, let's be generous with the ghee and the ingredient. If you really wanna cut the calories, what you can do is you can just mix 2 tablespoons of ghee, and rest can be oil if you prefer. I just have to wait for the color to change. So this is roasting well, and I can smell the aroma coming as well. So let's make our instant mix. As I told you, I have taken half cup of milk powder, and then I'm gonna pour my sugar in it as well. That's also half cup, and then I will crack 2 eggs. This is the twist which makes this halwa super delicious, and you know, very soft and you know, velvety texture. Some water. So as you can see, it has to be a smooth mixture. I have taken around 1/4 cup of water, a little more than 1/4 cup. Okay, so my suji is well roasted now, and now I will just pour in all the mix, and I need to wipe my bowl properly because it has all the sugar in it. Okay, this is done, and then I will just keep mixing it properly because we have eggs in it, so we have to make sure that it doesn't get curdled. And with this sugar and water mix, the suji will get really soft and nice in texture, and it's gonna get cooked really quickly. So guys, I'm just adding a tiniest bit of kevra. It's totally optional. If you don't like, you can skip it. And a little bit of food color just to bring some life to the halwa. This is also optional. Because of the mixture of powdered milk and you know, eggs, the texture will be very velvety. It's not going to be the regular texture like suji. It's not going to be grainy. Okay guys, so this is the total time it takes. It's all done, as you all know, because we make suji halwa all the time guys. So as you all know, when it gets gathered like this, it means it's done. So let's take it out now. So I have not put any nuts inside it. I will just garnish with the nuts. You can always put nuts inside and decorate with it too. I can smell, so good. Okay, now time to decorate. You can always add more food color if you prefer. I have some melon seeds. some desiccated coconut. Nuts is totally optional. Whatever you prefer, you can decorate with that. And there we go. Our very soft and velvety instant halwa is ready, which I made with semolina and eggs. Let's come to our special instant naan. So to begin with, this needed rest, okay? A good, I would say 45 minutes to 1 hour rest, because this dough needs to act and the ingredients in it have to do their job. So I had to prepare the dough before, but I will explain to you everything, and if you have any questions, any confusions, you can ask me in comments, or later when I'm going to post it on YouTube, you can ask me the question, okay? So I will now tell you the ingredients for 4 naans. So this is for standard size of 4 naans. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, or which you call maida. 1 cup of regular atta, like whatever atta you use at home. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of baking soda, 4 tablespoons of sugar, half teaspoon of salt or fat pinch of salt, that's it, no more than that. And you need yogurt as required to make a soft dough. Okay, so in this amount, I would say you will use up to half cup, depending how runny your yogurt is and what's the style of what's your style of making the dough. So it always depends. Yogurt is kind of up to you, but the whole dough is made with yogurt, and you only finish the last step with some water, just to kind of finish it, and then just top it with some oil, so that the dough is nice and smooth. I will show you on the camera. As you can see on the top, it's not like a puri or paratha dough. It's a little different, right? It's a bit rough because we made it with yogurt. So since it has yogurt in it, it has baking powder, baking soda in it, so we have to put it to rest. I'm just using my dry flour here. Take a big peda, like this much, or maybe a bigger. I will make 1 naan, so since my pan is small, so I don't want to make too big. I'm not using tawa. If you have tawa, you can use tawa, okay? And you can make bigger naans. So this is the size, like a regular size naan peda. I'm giving you exact measurement which I use to make the dough, because I want you all to have the perfect measurement, guys. Only change you can do is the amount of sugar, if you don't like too much sugar, but I am making it sweet today. So this is the size of the naan, a regular naan size. Now just see what I'm doing. I'm just sprinkling some sesame seeds, some desiccated coconut, just a sprinkle, okay? No measurement. Almonds. This is melon seeds, guys, okay? I'm sprinkling melon seeds to make it, you know, rich and kind of a little royal. I am adding all these. This is the twist, okay? So at this step, everything is inside. Just press it kind of, you know, lightly, so that the nuts, the melon seeds, the coconut, everything gets stuck to pan. My pan should be hot, not that hot, because it's gonna take some time. And then I will prick it with fork, okay? Otherwise, if you don't prick it, it will get really foamy in the pan, and it will not cook properly from inside. So we have to make sure that we prick it nicely. Now very carefully, we will adjust it in the pan. Okay, we will just press it lightly and it will be fine. So you can use the amount of nut, whatever amount you can handle well, okay? And then I will just wait for a few minutes for this to get done. See how poofy it's getting, just like our naans. Like the texture, I hope you can see in the pan. It's just like our naans which we get from stores or naan makers. So now this is the time to flip, guys. And at this stage, I'm gonna add some oil and little oil on the base. So now what is important is that you have to press the sides really nicely, because it's foamy, it's fat. So it is going to take a little longer than the regular parathas or rotis, and to get it cooked from inside nicely, you have to kind of press it. So two ways, guys. If you don't want to fry it, what you can do is just make it like a roti, simple roti or naan. Okay, do not add oil if you don't want, and just cook it properly from both the sides until golden, and then just brush it with some butter or ghee, whatever you prefer. See how the color is coming. It's just like a tandoori naan. It's looking like a tandoori naan, and you can make so many versions out of it, guys. If you really want total savory and you want to add some flavors, just top it with crushed garlic, some salt and some coriander, and this way you can make this instant garlic naan. So there are so many versions you can create. It's up to you what's your preference. I just want to give you the idea. So it's done from the base, and just see how it looks. So this is, for example, just imagine that I am making it as a savory version to serve it with curries. Breaking is very important, otherwise your naan will get really foamy. So this step, do not skip it. And then again, this is the version I wanted to show you, just if you are serving it with savory. So little drizzle, and now again the same thing. Pressing, because of the yogurt in the dough, the roti, the naan will remain soft for a very, very long time, even for days in the fridge. It won't harden, and you can enjoy. Just take it out from the fridge, warm it up in a pan, and enjoy it as is, or like the way you want. The options are endless. Okay, so see the golden color, and now I just added not even a tablespoon of oil, even less than a tablespoon, and it's enough to give a nice glaze and shine to my naan, which I wanted. If you have meat like keema, dry keema, you can do the same step I did with the nuts. Okay, just press the keema lightly and just roll with the rolling pin so that all the keema settles in the naan, and then make it on the pan on a medium heat, not high, medium heat, and just keep an eye on your naan so that the keema doesn't fall in the pan, but just press it lightly. So this way you can have keema naan with, I would say, half of the effort. Because keema naan also is a very delicious, everyone's favorite kind of naan, but it takes so long to make. You can even make cheese naans with this dough, guys. So many options. I just wanted to give you the options. So these are the two variations I have shown you. Let me bring the halwa as well. These are the two variations. This is little small. This is bigger. Our two recipes in no time is ready. Our naans and our instant egg and semolina halwa. And how about I taste in front of you? That's the best part. Okay, so I'm gonna take this naan which I added with nuts, loaded with nuts. You can always add more nuts. Okay, bismillah. Yummy, yummy. I'm gonna enjoy this. I guess I have to skip the lunch today and enjoy this soft naans with my really soft halwa. Thank you so much once again for joining. See you next week. Bye.